Thank you very much for your time. I saw a report earlier that you said you were following strong leads, and it looks like you were very confident with the strong leads that you might make headway. Can you share with us the progress of your investigation so far?
Morning to you, and thank you for having us. Perhaps before we even get to that, it's important to state that 16 inmates escaping is a concern for correctional services, hence, the manhunt, and also an investigation to look internally to say, was there a gap, or was there something when there was a break in that security system. So, but as a department, what we then did was to launch that manhunt with assistance from the SAPS and other law enforcement agencies. We are following some strong leads, but as soon as we make that breakthrough, we'll also make it available to them.
So you still haven't made any progress in rearresting them?
At this stage, not. But what we often do, we give ourselves a 48 hour, period to say within that, something must really be leading us to, some rearrest.
These prisoners, we understand they were in remand custody. Are any of them dangerous? Can you share with our viewers?
You are correct. These are remand detainees, meaning they are trial awaiting inmates, and one, for the fact that they escaped from a correctional facility is a crime on its own. So that will then immediately consider them to be dangerous. But also when you go through the cases that are remanded for, these are serious cases, your robbery, rape, murder. So these are not people that you can just easily say, okay, we have remand detainees, out there. So we've got to find a way to get them back. Hence, we've given ourselves that 48 hours.
So your advice to community members will be that in case you see them now that the pictures have been published, do not engage with any of them, rather contact law enforcement agencies.
We plead and we urge them, please do not try to apprehend them. Report to the nearest police station or call 10111 so that our law enforcement can get them back to our facility.
Okay, are they all South African citizens?
The 16 that we have are South African citizens.
Those who are,
yes.
who are at large now.
Yeah.
Now, you must be concerned, I'm sure part of your investigation, how they managed to break through the iron bars of the windows and make their way out and cut the fence, the instruments that they were using. You're going to be looking into how come they even could have their hands on those kind of instruments.
Yeah, you can see the way the whole thing was done, that some planning went into it. They knew exactly how they will go about the whole operation, because what is also interesting is that the iron bars that they broke, they then used them as instruments when they had to open a hole in that wall so that they could find a way out and escape through the fence. So as a department, it's some of the things that we're looking to say, we've got to ensure that safety is guaranteed. Even the equipment that we use there, that it's super to an extent that inmates do not find a way to in turn use them as instruments, to aid them when escaping.
Okay, this escape happened yesterday?
It happened yesterday.
So it's 24 hours late. You said you're giving yourselves a window of 48 hours
yes.
to really do something. Are you confident that within the next 24 hours you'll be able to apprehend these prisoners?
There are strong leads which we are following, so we are really working hard with assistance from other law enforcement that we've got to get them back. So, and our success rate has been good in terms of rearrests, where even with the Polsmo, which was not so long ago, we managed to get all 6 back. But that's not the message that we want to preach. We've got to keep them in our care. But should it happen that they find a way to escape, get them back as soon as possible.
Yeah, now that last point of keeping them inside the prison, what are you doing as a department now to improve or enhance security of the awaiting trial prisoners facility at Sun City, as an example?
What we've done is it's all back to basics, to check, increasing, visibility of our officials, the manner in which, they do patrols, even supervision of our own officials on the ground. Are they doing, what they're supposed, to be doing? So all these are measures that we put in place, but also even to use some of the intelligence means so that we know when there are certain developments, we get to know beforehand so that we can even prevent, inmates from trying to escape.
Okay, I'm sure the next time we speak will be tomorrow to find out what progress you've made. Thank you very much.
We must have made positive progress. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the Department of Correctional Services spokesperson, Singabakho Nxumalo.